Talking to your MSE provider is like talking to the police. Anything you say can and will be used against you. What do I mean by that? MSE patients coming from the internet are notoriously difficult. We come with lots of paranoia and fear and questions and worrying about asymmetry, worrying about failure to split, worrying about overexpansion, thanks in large part to channels like mine. And it's good for patients to be aware of these things. You should know what you're getting yourself into and be cautious. But that doesn't mean that you should preemptively come to your dentist and put all of these fears on the table and let the doctor know that you're going to be looking out for these things and what can we do to prevent them. The doctor knows about these things too, especially if you work with a top provider, such as someone that you've learned about through my channel or someone you've been referred to directly from me through a one-on-one chat. Someone who has hundreds of cases of experience knows about asymmetry and knows to look out for it. Trust me. So you want to be careful what you say because you don't want to get labeled by your orthodontist as one of these high-energy, needy MSE adult patients that's going to have a billion questions constantly throughout the week, between appointments, and so on and so forth. Remember, orthodontists go into that profession to some degree because of the lifestyle. They want to see a lot of patients, make a lot of money, and have low stress. No drilling and filling. Orthodontists barely even do braces anymore. They want to just plug and chug with Invisalign. And you can sit there and you can say, well, screw all that. They've got to do the hard work, and that's fine. But why do you want to get labeled as a bad patient by your orthodontist? Why don't you want to cooperate with the orthodontist and play into what they're looking for too? Be a good patient. And I'm not saying, as I said before, I'm not saying don't bury your head in the sand with regards to all of these potential complications that can come with MSE. But what I am saying is be reactive about them instead of preemptive. Don't lay it all on the table before these things happen. You may not have MSE asymmetry, so why do you need to talk to the doctor about it? Look out for it. Keep track of your bite. Keep track of your facial aesthetics as the MSE unfolds. Maybe sign up for a chat with me and get my opinion as things go. At, let's say, 40 turns, once you have a diastema big enough for you to stick your tongue up into it and feel your gums, now you know that you're substantially underway in your treatment, and now is the time to start looking out for asymmetries and potential balloon face. But if you put all of this stuff on your dentist constantly and become needy, emotionally needy with your dentist, you're going to upset them. You're going to get labeled as a bad patient, a low-yield patient who's high energy for the same amount of money that he's getting from his pediatric patients who ask no questions. They just come in, get their adjustment, and they go home. So you don't want to become one of the 10% of patients who cause these doctors 90% of the work. Because being real with you, at this point, they don't need you. There's so much demand for airway dentistry and for a good MSE provider that, as one very well-known orthodontist said in the MSE user group recently, he's starting to fire patients. He's starting to fire patients, which means if he's getting red flags from a patient, he's not even going to take them anymore. If some patient comes in and starts talking about asymmetry and wanting face mask and a skeletal class 3, which means, oh, my lower jaw is more comfortable in a forward position, these are the things that are huge red flags that a patient has done a lot of self-education on the internet and is going to be very problematic, have constant questions and constant nitpicking of the treatment, and is going to be a high-energy patient. And you know, like I said before, you should be as educated as that kind of patient is. Okay, you should study my videos. You should know what you're getting yourself into. You should be cautious as you go through treatment. But that's a very different thing from being anxious and being preemptive and paranoid and putting all that crap on the orthodontist constantly throughout your treatment before things even happen, before there's even a problem. Try to be a good patient and try to sneak under that orthodontist's radar without being putting up too many red flags and getting labeled and then written off and, as this other doctor said, fired from being a patient. That's it for now. Check y'all soon. Peace out.